Hello, my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the Standard 8, chapter number 3. In the previous class, we were discussing about the tags which are used in the table. So now we will move forward to the another concept, that is table attributes. So we will see here the attributes of the table tag. Various table attributes which can be used with table tags are: first is border, then border color, BG color stands for background color, then cell spacing, cell padding, align, V-align, no wrap, call span, row span, height and width. So now let us discuss about all these attributes in detail. First is border. Border is equal to, in angular brackets, value. So these attributes appear in the table tag. If it is present, borders are drawn around the table cells. Okay, so this border attribute is used to draw the border around the table. If it is absent, there is no border, but by default space is left for borders. Okay, so if you are using the border attribute, then the table will be drawn using a border. It means around the table the border will be shown to you. If this attribute is not used, if it is absent, then no border will be displayed to you, but by default some space is left for drawing the border. Next is border color. This attribute sets the color of a table. Gray is a default color of the border. We can change the color by assigning a different color name to the attribute. Okay, so as we have seen, the border attribute which is used to draw the border. The second attribute is border color, which specifies the border color. By default, the color of the border will be gray, but you can set the color for the border of your choice. Third attribute is BG color. It attribute sets the background color of a table. We can change the default color of the background from gray to any other by defining a color name. Okay, so here we can set the background color which is displayed behind the table or behind the text which we are writing. So by default, the background color is also set to gray. You can set your own background color by defining the color name you want. Whether it can be red, black, green. So whichever color you want for the background to be displayed, you can specify the color name and that background color will be set. Next attribute is cell spacing. The attribute of the table tag specifies the spacing inserted between the two cells in the table. Okay, so the difference between, or the space which is given inserted between the two cells is called the cell spacing. For example, table border is equal to 10. So here we are giving a 10 number for the border. It means the border should be very thick. Cell spacing is equal to 20. It means the difference or the space which is inserted between the two cells is equal to 20. Now let us see the output generated, which is shown in the figure 3.3 and 3.4. So here the code is written and here you can see that the border is 10 and the cell spacing. So here you can see the space between the cells. So there are two cells, the space between each cell is 20. So that space left is called the cell spacing. So that is the fourth attribute. Now let us move forward to the fifth attribute, that is cell padding is equal to value. This attribute of the table tag sets the spacing between the border and the content of the cell. It means the edge. It gives the space between the text written to the edge of the cell. It means the space between the border and the content or the text which is written inside the cell. So that is called the cell padding. Let us see a simple example with a tag. Table border is equal to 10 and cell padding is equal to 20. This code will be result in increase of the space between the contents and the border of the cell as shown in the figure 3.5. So here we can see the code which is written and here is the output. See, you can see that some space is there between the border and the text. So this is called the edge, the difference between the text and the border. So this space which is left is called, here you can see some space here also. So this is called the cell padding. Okay, is the cell padding clear to you, students? Okay, so now let us move forward to the sixth attribute, that is alignment. About alignment you all must be familiar, so let us see it in brief. This attribute can appear the inside table tr or td tags. Okay, so this align attribute is inserted inside tags of the table tag. Which are the tags which are inside the table tag? tr and td tags. So the tr and the td tag use the align attribute. If it appears inside the table tag, then it aligns the whole table. Okay, so if you want to set the alignment for some row or some column, then the align attribute should be used inside the tr or the td tag. If you are using a alignment tag inside the table, then the entire table will be inserted to the position you are giving. Okay, so if it appears inside the tr or the td tag, it indicates whether the text inside the table tag is aligned to the left side of the cell, right side of the cell, or centered within the cell. Okay, so if you are using it inside the tr or the td tag, then it affects directly to the text. It means the text which is written inside the cell it should be aligned to the left, center, or the right, which alignment you will give. Values of the align attributes are left, center, and right. For example, table border is equal to 5, cell padding is equal to 20, and align is equal to right. So every text will be written in the right alignment. This code will be generated the output as shown in the figure 3.7 and 3.8. Okay, so let us see. This is the program code and this is the output. So can you see that the table is on the right side? Here on the left side the space is left and the entire table is shifted to the right. Why? Because we have given the alignment attribute to the table itself. Therefore the entire table will be shifted to the right position. Seventh attribute is V align. This attribute is like a line, but it aligns the table or the data of the cells vertically instead of horizontally. So in the align tag, the data or the border is shifted horizontally to the left, right, or center position. But if you want to shift your table vertically, to align your table or to align the specific row or column vertically, then you have to use the V align attribute. Its value can be top, middle, bottom, and baseline. Okay, so as we already seen, the align attribute have the values left, center, and right. Here V align have the values of top, middle, bottom, and baseline. Now no wrap. This attribute indicates that the data within the cell cannot be broken to fit the width of the cell. As we already know that something we are writing, but it gets bigger than the column, then something is shifted, something is broken and then shifted to the next line. But if you give this no wrap attribute, then the line or the cell, which is the text which is written inside the cell, will not be broken to fit the width of the cell. It means it will be written continuously. Something will be displayed while something will be not. Okay, so it will not be broken and shifted to the next line if you give the no wrap attribute. Next is call span. This attribute indicates that the number of the column the cell should span. The following code illustrates the use of call span attribute. Okay, so let us see how the call span attribute works with a simple code or with a simple example. Table border is equal to 5, cell padding is equal to 20, TR stands for table row. Then TD call span is equal to 2. So two columns will be get merged, it will get mixed. Name and TD. TD email slash TD TR closed. Again TD is there. TD Baveja, TD Amit, TD the email ID amitbaveja@gmail.com, TD closed. TR closed, table closed. Now let us see the output here. Can you see that the two cells are merged here? Here the two columns are there, but here only one column is there. Why? Because we have used this tag. Okay, why? We have used this call span in this name column. Therefore the name column will be merged and it will be get together. The two columns will be mixed and will be equal to one column. Therefore here the two columns are there, but because we have used call span, the one column will only be displayed. Okay, so this is how you can use the call span. Is it clear? Okay, now let us move forward to the 10th attribute, that is the row span. This attribute specifies the number of rows of the table this text could span. Okay, as we have already seen, a column span that will merge the columns. So here the row span will merge the rows together. Let us see it with a simple code. HTML body table border is equal to 5, cell padding is equal to 20, TR TD row span is equal to 2, and the name TD Baveja, TD closed, TR closed. Again TD TR table row is started, Amit TD TR closed. Again TR TD email ID is mentioned, TR closed, table closed, body closed, and HTML closed. Let us see the output. Here can you see that we have used the row span in the name column or the name row. So here you can see that the two rows are there, but here only one row is displayed. Why? Because we have used the row span. Therefore in the name column it will span, or it will merge the two rows together, and in that two rows only one attribute or the one value, that is name, will be written. Okay, so this is the use of the row span. Next is height attribute. This attribute specifies the height in the absolute pixels, while the width attribute specifies the width in the absolute pixels. Okay, so the height and width of the column of the pixels is mentioned using this height and width attribute. Okay, so now let us see in short about the attributes of the row and the column tags. First is align, that will align the content to left, center or right. Then BG color, it will set the background color of the cell. The default value is RR, that stands for RGB, red, green and blue. Then border color, that is sets the border color of the cell. Then V align, it means vertically if you want to make your table or if you want to make your cell. Then the alignments are, it will align the content to the top, middle or bottom of the cell. Then width, it sets the width of the cells in pixels, it means in the percentage form. Height, it sets the height of the cell in the pixels. Okay, so this we have studied about the attributes of the table tag. Now how to link it in the web pages, about that we will study in our next period. For now, bye bye, have a great day ahead.